Well, Coach, when you look at a game like this versus the game on Sunday, where do you see the differences in your team's play?
Well, just a couple critical times of the game where we were able to make plays and on the positive side and get through a couple rough patches. You look at the end of the second period as critical time. We're back on our heels a little bit after a great start to that period, but ultimately we end the period with a power play goal and then a good PK. So it's points like that, during the hockey game that we were able to push through and execute.
What did you think of that fourth line tonight?
Well, they had a good night. They got us off to a good start. Scoring the first goal with Alexiak, and then that group coming out and doing a good job. Now there's in that role you got to do a good job in a 200-foot sense. But for that group, they were able to contribute tonight offensively, and that's important for our group to have that depth of scoring.
This is the second straight game your team's gone up 2-0. Do you think tonight they learn from the experience in Chicago?
Oh, everything's different. Every game is different. The Chicago game, we were in position with 7 minutes to go in that game to win a hockey game. So that's a completely different situation than the one we were in coming out of the first period tonight. But in saying that, you got to find ways to close out games. This team we played against tonight makes it difficult. They get up and down the rink. They push things on the offensive side. So you have to find ways to have layers and defend well and work for your opportunities. For the most part, we were able to do that. And that led to a good win for us.
What was working on special teams tonight?
Well, the power play, the power play's been good all year. So we just, we went out and we generated and did a pretty good job. Like I said, it's not just about producing offense and scoring goals. It's the timeliness of them. And the one at the end of the second, Can's goal at the end of the second period that's a timely goal. So that's important to be able to go out and execute during that time. In terms of the PK, it's everybody doing their part. That's a skilled power play we were playing against tonight. We were able to get our pressure, and find our clears when we had the opportunities. And there's a save, in the second period that Jonesy makes. It's a huge save. I don't know if it goes. I don't know if he gets it with his blocker or the shaft of his stick. But it's a bomb from up top that's labeled by number 72, and he made a hell of a save on that, and that got us through that PK.
Hey Dave, you've talked about healthy competition from day one of training camp. What does a game like this for guys like Sprong and Geeky say about that healthy competition?
Well, it's they went out and they did a good job. So we'll look at and take all the positives out of their game. Look at the things that that we as a team can clean up within our game overall. But our team needs to have depth. That needs to be a strength of ours, and tonight, that was a real positive for us, Bob.
On that McCann goal, Burakovsky made a really nice pass through the seam there. How big of an addition has he been for the power play? And same with guys like Bjorkstrand and Beniers too.
Yeah, I mean Berkey in that spot has been really good. He's got a couple different elements. He's good on entry. Which is a huge part of successful power play. But he's becoming a bit of a dual threat over there because he can shoot it from that spot on that flank, and he's also showing that he can find seams and make plays through the box. So that's a nice dual threat to have from that side with Berkey.
Is it good to see Jared pick right up where he left off last season with the scoring punch?
Yeah, it's important, and you're going to think I'm nuts maybe, but I've liked his two-way game as much or more than even I've liked his goal-scoring touch the last couple of games. And he went through a real short stretch, 2-3 games where he didn't find the score sheet. But for Jared, for us, if he's a good two-way player, especially with the group that he's playing with, with Gordy's line there. If he can be a real good two-way player, we know that even if he goes a game or two without finding the score sheet, eventually he's going to do that for us. So that shot of his is lethal, and that the goal he scored tonight was a big one.
Coach, after the St. Louis game, you said that you wanted to get more minutes for Shane Wright, but he played under 6 in Chicago and was a healthy scratch tonight. So can you tell me what your reasoning was?
Yeah, he played a good game in Colorado. We got him a few more minutes there. He did a good job. The game in Chicago didn't go the way we wanted to. So, but that's not indicative of one individual player. And certainly not just Shane. So, we had a real good work day with Shane today. We've got a good plan moving forward. It's all about making small progress. There's no big, huge leaps and bounds that we're looking for. We're looking for great work, and slow progress and continued progress, and that's the biggest thing for us.
Thank you.
Good. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.